Okay, coming to the point, the one thing is this is HTML. I'm talking about HTML here. Okay, so later I will explore HTML again, no issues. But today, I'm just giving the introduction of HTML and CSS. When I start HTML, I'll go clearly, very, very clearly. Now, come to the JavaScript. Now the problem starts. What problem is, for example, the interaction. For example, if I want to search for something, let me show with the paint. Why JavaScript for? Let me go for paint. Let me explore this. I just want to go a bigger one. Second. Yeah. So here, what I want to do is I just want to go with something. I need to draw something. Let me go for the wall. Oh yeah. There is a web page, a simple web page I want to go for. Let me draw the thing. Why it is selling like this? Yeah. What happened with this paint? Let me go with paint 3D. Why it is navigating for home? I don't know. So this is a web page. This is a web page with only HTML. Just imagine. And this is a web page with HTML and CSS. Imagine. And one more web page I am drawing about. This is the web page with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now I will tell you what is the major difference between these things. When I go with only HTML, what is going to be happen? For example, I just want to search for something. This is the box, and here I am just writing, and this is the one more.
Sir, from background voice is coming.
Yeah, some puja is going on. No issues.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And let me take. Now this is HTML and CSS. I don't like it. Can I go with the paint 3D? ठीक है, अच्छा रहता. Okay, fine. Let me go for some shapes here. See, I don't have a habit of using Windows machine. Basically, my machine is Mac machine. That is why some issues are coming. Let me go. Okay. Stickers, shapes. Can I go with this shape? Yeah. Let me go. So, for example, this is a HTML web page. This is a simple HTML web page. and this is HTML and CSS web page. And here with HTML web page, what it is going to be happening is this circle, which is going to be having some colors and all. Where colors will come? Colors will come. Okay. This is a simple HTML logo. And in HTML and CSS, I want to go with a different color logo. So here I want to go with a new color. So where colors will be available? I don't understand this paint. Okay, let me do one thing. Sorry. Here can I draw? Is it visible?
Yes.
One second. Let me go one thing. I will draw here. For example, this is the HTML web page. Okay, my web page is very simple web page. I don't have anything. I'm just having a one simple search box. It is a kind of Google application. It is a kind of Google web page. The Google logo should come here, and I want to go with the simple text box here. This is only HTML. Okay. If I do something here, if I search for something here, I can't able to see any data on my page. It will not send to the server. It will not interact with the server. It will not interact with the database. It means it is just a design, a skeleton part of the web page. It is looking like a Google web page, but it is not a real Google web page. Why? Because of this will not interact with the browsers here. Sorry, this will not interact with the servers here. It will not interact with the databases here. Then when I go with a HTML and CSS web page, what HTML and CSS is? Okay, your Google is in center, for example. Very good, Google logo, and after that your text box is very nicely here, neatly designed. So what happened is now Google is looks good. Google logo is looks good, and your text box in center of the web page, it is also looks good. Why? Because I applied some CSS part for this. Okay, this is the web page which is also developed with the HTML and CSS. Sir, you try to understand one thing. Can I search for something here in this search box here? With HTML and CSS, with HTML and CSS, it is a dummy web page, but looking feel good, feel good, the decorative web page. But when I search for something here, it will get your data. For example, if I search for something like a laptops or mobiles, if I search for something like laptops, it will give you the information. With HTML and CSS, what it is happening is it could not able to connect with any kind of databases. It could not able to connect with any kind of services or servers, APIs. If it is not going to be communicate with any service or server or database, you cannot able to get information, sir. You cannot get any information. Your type is over, but when you click on enter button, you can't able to see any related web pages. You cannot able to see any related web pages. Why? Because of this page is not interactive. This page is just look feel good, but this page is ugly. This is not having look feel good also. Why? Because this is only developed with HTML. But when I come to integrate CSS also for that, it is good looking feel, but it is not going to be interactive with any kind of services. It is not going to be interacting with any kind of databases. Try to understand my point. But when I integrate some JavaScript to my web page, okay, the same look and feel good. The Google logo is there. At the same time, a good search box is there. Same time, very good search box is there. Okay, let me draw a search box like here. Sorry, what happened? Okay, I need to take a color, good color. I need to draw format good line. अरे क्या हो रहा है? Format this one and this one. Let me draw. What is happening with the drawing now? Okay, draw. Okay. Let me draw a simple web page. And this web page now integrated with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript also. This web page is basically integrating with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript included. Here I need to take this one, I think so. Okay, now this is having a good Google logo and good text box. At the same time, if user can try to enter something, when user try to enter something, this will go to the server. This will ask to the server based on your input, based on your request. It will give you the response from the server. Serve the data for the user from the databases. So here we will be having a lot of databases integrating for the application. So when user, the number of users are there in the market, right? For application and a lot of users are actually communicating with this application. A lot of users are trying to hitting the text box. For example, I am searching for laptops and you people are searching for mobiles. Some other people are searching for the clothes. Some other people are actually searching for book a movie ticket. Some other booking for flight. So if somebody is going to be searching for the based on a required input, based on the input, it will give you the output. So first of all, it will need to take the input. It will record the input and process the input and sending to the server. Then what server can do? Server is going to be process your request, ask the database. This data related input is available or not in the databases. If data is available based on your request, your response pages will load again to the HTML web application. Got my point? Now, the green color one interacted with JavaScript. The green color one integrated with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. 3 technical skills got added for this. But for the first one, only HTML got integrated. For the second web page, HTML, CSS got integrated. For the third HTML web page, we have 3 things. One is HTML, one is CSS, one is JavaScript. Now you people got to understand why JavaScript is basically required for. The crucial point of the web page basically depends on JavaScript, not on based on HTML and CSS. Yes, HTML, CSS work is there. HTML, CSS work is what? Design your web page and decorate a web page. With only design and decoration, it will not go. It will not a movie. It will not a movable object. It is not live application. Right, my point. An application which is live. What is this live? Based on request, automatically data should come. Data need to be changed. For example, if you are watching, what is this called? Cricket, ClickBuzz application, you know. Anybody know ClickBuzz? ClickBuzz
Yes,
website.
sir.
Yes, sir.
What ClickBuzz is doing? Ball to ball information you will be able to see live. It is live. It is out. It is always connected with that particular ClickBuzz server. Ball to ball information come. It is if it is 4, automatically 4 will come. Icon will come. F icon will come. If it is 6, automatically 6 icon will come. See how this is going on. How this is going on means automatically server is pushing some data to the client web page. For example, if you are watching YouTube applications, if you are searching for something, Based on your request, data will come or not. Based on your request, data will come or not. Let me open some YouTube application and I will show how the web application will work. Everybody using web application regularly, like people are using Instagram, people are using Facebook, people are using Twitter. See how you people feel with Instagram. You can do some post and you can like with someone and you can comment on someone. Is this going on or not? What WhatsApp can do, what Google web page can do. For example, if I am searching for something, for example, if I am searching for this music, if I am searching for that that video will play. At the same time, related videos also coming here. Related based on your search, some other videos will come. See, here I can do some manipulation. What I can do is I can able to like. I can able to like. It means what? I can able to like means user interactable, and this like will record by the YouTube server. For example, if I comment something, that comment also record by the YouTube server. For this particular guy, Grow Nature can able to see your comment, and YouTube anybody open, they can able to watch your comment. It's nice. Let me give a comment here. It is asking me sign in, but I don't do sign. That's the problem. But if you are signing with your website, YouTube website, what you can do is you can able to like, you can able to comment, you can able to share. Yes or no? See how this is going on based on the JavaScript. Let me stop about the theory. This is maybe you people get irritated with that. JavaScript is that much important. JavaScript is that much important for your web page. That is the reason people have to keep more focus on JavaScript learning. What you need to learn is, okay, what is JavaScript first of all? What is JavaScript? What is JS? JavaScript short version is JS. What is JS? JS is browser interpreted programming language. Interpreted programming language. One more point. JS is browser independent. What JavaScript is object oriented. JS is simple. JavaScript is not Java. See, people asking a lot of questions to me. Sir, JavaScript both are same. Java is half of the JavaScript. No, sir. JavaScript is client-side programming language. JavaScript is client-side programming. Java is server-side programming. Java is server-side programming. Both are different. Both are completely different. Okay, don't compare JavaScript and Java. But both are programming languages. JavaScript, the way of using JavaScript is different. The way of using Java is different. Java for completely server side on database communication.
Sir, what is client side and server side?
Client means UI, front end.
Okay.
But nowadays JavaScript is available for backend also. Later I will tell. Front end and backend. Server side also it will be used now, JavaScript. But Java not in the client side. Java only on backend part. Only on server side. Got my point? Like microservices, database communications, all these things. Now come to the point. JavaScript is having huge number of libraries and frameworks. Huge number of libraries and frameworks. Yes. If you want, you can learn any one of the framework. Then immediately you can get jobs. For example, I will explore some libraries, very good libraries. Before that, jQuery is a common library. Everybody have to know. jQuery is a tiny version of JavaScript. Later, I will explore all these things. No worries. One more is Bootstrap for responsive web page. what is the meaning of responsive is when your application need to be fit for all kind of devices, all kind of device resolution, all kind of device resolution need to be satisfied. Resolution need to be satisfied. That is basically responsiveness. See, Bootstrap, by the Bootstrap, every web page is going to be fit into the different kind of resolution. For example, there are multiple kind of resolution devices are there. Some people are using a mobile phone, some people are using a tablet device, some people are using a laptop, some people are using a very big desktop. Everywhere, for every client, it need to be satisfied. That interface need not get to disrupt. Content should not be missed out. The image resolution should not be go out. By the Bootstrap, we can do that. So later we will discuss about that after JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap. Then a very important library, React.js. React.js developed by Facebook. And what React.js, what we can do is single page applications, SPA. So this is also later I will explain what about single page application is, what we can do with the single page application. And one more thing is Angular, and one more thing is the Vue.js. All these are very, very famous. And one more thing is Knockout.js. One more thing is Ext.js. See, all these JavaScripts are very, very famous. Ext.js. But apart of all these things, these two things are very, very famous. This is very, very highly demanding. And here, Angular also for SPA, and Angular also for highly demanding. These two are very, very famous nowadays. In the part of the client side, and not a part of the server side. I'm not talking about anything server side. I'm talking everything client side first. Yes, React.js is using for develop a single page application, and Angular also using for develop a single page application. But React from Facebook, Angular from Google. Got my point, everyone? No need to learn both, sir. Someone asking me, sir, I want to learn React, Angular, Vue, Knockout, EST, sir. No need to learn, sir. No need to learn, sir. Any one of the library or any one of the framework you can go for. Okay, so later we will discuss all these things. Okay, now people are ready, sir. I just want to learn complete front end and back end. Later we will discuss about the back end. First of all, front end. For front end, what are the different kind of editors we need to go for? I already told you, any kind of editor you can take. You can go for Notepad, and you can go for Notepad++. You can go for Sublime Text. You can go for Autumn. You can go for VS Code, Visual Studio Code. VS Code means Visual Studio Code. You can go for brackets. Brackets. See, any kind of editor you can take, but my favorite editor is VS Code. Everybody using VS Code only. In companies also, this is recommended. People are using mostly VS Code. You can also follow the VS Code. This is good. Okay, you can take a VS Code, install VS Code, then you can write your HTML, then you can write your CSS, then write your JavaScript. Okay, let me install the VS Code. VS Code installation process. How to install VS Code and what are the different kind of plugins we need to give for that. Let me search for the VS Code in the browser. Visual Studio Code. Just go for the Visual Studio Code and click on download button. Okay, let me write the points. Open any browser. First point, open browser. Any browser your wish. The browser name is your wish. Second point, search for VS Code. Third point, click on download button. Click on download button. Sorry. Download button. And fourth point, click on install, click on exe file, what we downloaded. On exe file, what we downloaded. Let me go. So here, this is related to the Windows. Based on your operating system, you can choose. But this operating system is Windows operating system. Let me go for the Windows. Click on a button, and it will download for you. Can you see and observe on top of the browser tab? The downloading process is going to be showing on, and once it is downloaded, then you click on the exe file. Automatically, it will install for you. Automatically, it will install for you. It is not a big deal, sir. It is not a rocket science. Please install everybody VS Code today. Okay, so let me open the file. Okay, accept license agreement and click on next button. Click on next button and don't create a no need to. Click on next. Create a desktop icon and click on next. Click on install. Yes, it is going to be downloading for. It is going to be downloading for me. Installed. Click on finish button. Now it will open VS Code for you. Yeah, this is VS Code basically. This is VS Code editor. What I want to do is, let me go to the VS Code plugins here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth button. After installed VS Code. Okay, after installed VS Code. VS Code. Install a plugin. Install a plugin. Install a plugin. Open in a default browser. There is a plugin called Open in Default Browser. There is a plugin called Open in Default Browser. Okay, search for it and install it. Let me go. This is the plugin, the fifth button, extension button. And here you can go for Open in Default Browser. So this is the blue color one. Sorry, this one, blue color one, blue color thumb. Click on install button. Click on install button. Okay, so that was installed. After installed it, you can hide it. Go to the first button, click on the first button. This menu will be hidden. Now what I want to do is, I will write my first HTML file. How to write a first HTML file is, go to file, take a new file, save the file, Control S, or go to file, save as. I'm going to be saving this file as on top of desktop. I'm preparing a new folder for today class. Today is 2x8. Inside 2x8 folder, I want to create a new file called first page. The name of the file is first page, and the extension of the file is .html. Extension of the file is .html. Name of the file is first page. Extension of the file is .html. Okay, enter. Now you can write it down something. Let me write it down something. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React, Python. I'm just trying to writing something. Some text, plain text I'm writing. And go to file and go to save. Right click on the editor. Go to the option called open in default browser. Right click on the editor after writing something. Just try to observe First of all, you need to create a new file. That new file extension is .html somewhere on top of desktop on anywhere you can save it. After writing the file, you can write it down some text, plain text like this. And after that, right click on the web page, click on the open in default browser. This will send to the browser. Output is going to be reflect on the browser. Whatever the code you are writing, whatever the text you are going to be writing here, that code will respond through the browser. My default browser is Firefox basically, and I want to always open the file with the Firefox. Yes, it will show the output in the Firefox. Can you see and observe? Whatever the code I am writing there, HTML, CSS, some plain text I am writing, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Python, that will be reflecting on the browser. It means completely the output is coming. But my requirement is completely different. My requirement is what? 5 lines I need to show. Okay, so I want to see the 5 lines, but the browser is actually showing in the single line. This is not my requirement. My requirement is this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Python need to be shown in the 5 rows. Okay, then I need to give the, so everybody can able to see my screen. Please respond with me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Maybe the connection dropped. Okay, so hey browser, please break the line after the HTML. And one more time, I need to say to the browser, hey browser, please break the line after CSS. Hey browser, please break the line after JavaScript. Hey browser, please break the line after the React. Hey browser, please break the line after the Python. Hey browser, print a horizontal row after my Python. Then after writing all these things, after writing number of breaks and HR is horizontal row, and that will come with the only without having the slash. Okay, tomorrow onwards, I'm going to be working on with the different kind of tags and all. Then you can able to understand what are the different types of tags which are there available. Let's try to explore all the things one by one. That is not an issue. Now you can refresh the web page. Can you see and observe what is happening here? Sir, can you see and observe what is happening here? After HTML, new line, new row taken CSS, again new row taken JavaScript, again new row taken React, again new row taken for Python, and again new line was added, new row was added. That row was actually added by the HR tag. Can you see this HR? Okay, so what my requirement, my another requirement is I want to place all this in center of the screen. When I want to place all this in center of the screen, just to overlap all this by the center tag, open and close. Open center tag and close the center tag. So, sir, all the tags and types we will discuss in the coming class. All the tags and types we will discuss in the coming class. No worries about. I'm just giving all this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Python under the center tag, overlapped by the center tag, holded by the center tag. When I got holded all these things by the center tag, what is happening by the web page? Just refresh the web page. Can you see and observe now what happened? What happened? Can you see and observe any changes on this page?
Yes, sir.
What changes you can
Yes,
observe?
sir.
What changes you got observed?
It
came in middle.
into center.
Yes,
Came to
everything.
center.
HTML, CSS, JavaScript, whatever it is. Whatever the things I just given under the center tag, automatically those things come to the center of the web page. And horizontal row anyway added. Sir, this is simply HTML. This is simply HTML. Got my point? Okay, so in coming class, there are multiple kind of HTML tags, all the things we will discuss about. And then we will go and looking forward for the all HTML tags one by one. And in HTML itself, everybody have to do one simple application. I will give you some assignments on HTML also. Once we're done with HTML, then we will start the classes of CSS. Then we will see what is this next. We will forward it. Okay. If you people are very serious on full stack, I will explore it for Python full stack like Django and all also. So I hope everybody got understand the session. Is there any confusions and all?